Hey guys, Tom Pagano here. Welcome back to Alto Pictures Presents. Let's have some fun. Do you consider yourself the ultimate rock fan? Well, I went out and searching, and I think I might have found the guy.
I'm a very, very big fan. I'm up there.
Stick around for the show, and let's find out.
Fucking wars, drugs to take and bets to make. Power station.
Hey guys, Tom Pagano here. I'm back, and Alto Pictures Presents is ready to kick some ass going forward. So, to get this show started, you know the routine. Let's start with, if you like the show and you want to see more shows, hit that subscribe button and hit that bell. This way you get notified whenever a new show is on. So please subscribe, hit the button, and let's have a good time and spread the word and spread the fun. So to get today's show going, I always wondered who and what does an ultimate rock fan look like. So I went out searching, and when I was up in New York a couple of years ago, I met Dean. And he owns a deli up on Long Island, and whenever I used to come back from tour, I used to go there and get those New York bagels. Oh, I go for your New York bagel right now, but I'm in Georgia, so I ain't got no New York bagels. Anyway, I used to stop at Dean's place, and we used to talk music, talk about what happened on the road when I was on the road and who I was out with, and just sit there back and talk. And we got to be a good friendship, but I realized that music was his thing. He loved rock and roll. He loved the hair bands, and he was just fanatical about it. So I had to do an interview with him and to get his story. So let's go to the tape. I think this was back in 2015 maybe, or maybe a little bit early, 2014, 2015. But here's Dean, the deli guy, talking about rock and roll.
Pretty much. I still listen to some of the newer stuff, but the old stuff's always the best. I enjoy my Def Leppard, like I said, my Foreigner, Styx, Cheap Trick. I even listened to Boston, the old stuff, which was awesome too. All that stuff's great. My best was actually the first time I met Def Leppard, who I've loved since 1977 pretty much. We did a meet and greet with them, which is unreal. It was just crazy. We actually sat right in front of them. We were told to walk down a corridor, and then they just tell you stop. And then when you stop, you sit on the floor. They bring out 5 chairs, and you didn't expect it. And then all of a sudden they come out. It was just like very surreal. You don't realize how much you love these guys till you actually get up close to them and see them. And it's just like I said, so surreal. And then they give you an acoustic set. They play the acoustic set, and it was just crazy. It was just great. We were in the front row of the Foreigner concert, and when these guys come out, a lot of times there's no warm-up bands. They just really, which is actually pretty cool the way they do it. They just walk right out, and they pick up, and they just start playing. No warm-up band, no nothing. So Kelly Hansen was standing in front of me, and he looked down at me, and he tapped me on the shoulder, and I kind of because the stage is pretty even with the floor on that up where we saw the concert. And he turns around and he sat on my shoulder, and he started leaning back into the crowd. And as he's leaning back, I think everybody was trying to pull his hair, pull his shirt, get his scarf he had on, get the microphone out of his hand, and he kept trying to tap me to get him back up. And as I'm trying to pull him back up, they're pulling me back with him. I finally flipped him up to the stage, but I think he couldn't believe how much everybody was trying to like rip him down. I think he wanted to body surf through the crowd. I hope so, yeah. Every time, doing so many meet and greets with them now that they just started doing, they actually, when you walk in, they actually take an extra minute to talk to you, and they remember you. They say, you're here again, you're going to be at any more shows, and they actually have like conversations with you, and it's all of them. Joe Elliott, Rick Savage, Rick Allen. I mean, they're all really, really nice guys. Vivian Campbell and Phil Collins. Phil Collins the best. He's got to be one of the nicest guys ever, and his wife, who, she used to run the VIP Nation where we used to get the tickets from, and we've become friendly with her over the years, and she's just so cool. She makes sure like he stops and talks to us, and it's just really, really cool stuff. You're killing me right now.
Don't make him do that.
Let me think, because I can't remember because I'm just so excited the whole time. I'm always like this the whole time, and like this, and like this. I give a lot of these to them. I think they think I'm crazy, But I always got the arms up for as long as I can keep them up, because you get tired. And I'm always going like this, and then I bring them down. I rest a little bit, and then I do my little, left to right, which my wife makes fun of me for because she said I can't dance anyway. I don't believe it. I think I dance pretty good, though. I'm telling you right now, especially for the rock shows.
I'm not going to argue with that.
Not with those arms.
I think that's why they remember me too a little bit, because I am a little bigger. And I love listening to the live stuff more than anything now, because for so many years you listen to all the recorded stuff, and when you hear them live, it's just different. There's nothing like the live stuff. Yeah, and if I see something like that, it's like you almost want to leave because it's not worth it to be there, So it's definitely not worth it to be there for that. Oh yeah, it's not even worth going to the shows for what? For that you can sit in your car and listen to the music. It's the same exact thing. If they're live, whether they sound good or bad, they got to just sing. That's that. And it's funny because Joe Elliott says that a lot of shows they've never ever lip sync, even over recorded, whether they sound good or bad. They still sing the way they sing. If it doesn't sound good, it is what it is. That's you're paying to see it live, and that's what you're gonna get. Really, that's not even music, though, if you think about it. There's nobody singing, there's nobody doing anything. It's usually like one guy with a couple turntables and maybe a couple of words in between, but that's not music, really. It has nothing to do with the old stuff. It's kind of lost, I think. That's songs, I think music from years ago, you can hear 20, 30 years from now, and people will still be like, even kids will be like, oh, I know that song, that's a good song, that's a great song. But some of the current stuff, I think it's going to be, within 5, 10 years, I'm like, was that a song back then? And like the old stuff, you still hear it, and you say, wow, that was a great song, and you listen to it, and you remember every word to it. But this stuff now, I don't think it carry. You're going to hear something that was made today, and 10 years from now, you can be like, was that a song back then? You're not even going to remember it.
So for example, a Kanye song, it'd be like, the next generation would be like, who?
Exactly. But you tell them to listen to a Def Leppard, even Led Zeppelin, or again Foreigner, Boston, one of those bands, and people remember those songs. Even at the arenas, like they'll play when you go to a game, like if it's a hockey game or a football game, you'll always hear an old song. It will be like an old song, a new song, 2 old songs, then a new song again. But they always go back to the older stuff because people in the stadium, even the kids, know that music. So. I'm a very, very big fan. I wouldn't. Ultimate. I'm up there. Rock and roll still. For everybody who says it's not, what it used to be, it's still making its comeback, and it's still going. I think it's still going pretty strong. You go to these concerts, like all these older bands that are coming out now, and most of them are sold out all the time. I mean, it's crazy. Look Van Halen now. I mean, David Lee Roth doesn't sound that great, but you're still going to go to listen to the music. And again, they're going to play live, and they're not going to lip sync. And whether you like it or not, it's still the same music. It just sounds a little different, you know. But it's still them though, doing whatever they can. Oh boy. Listen, I got to do something for my wife. It was her birthday, and she wanted to see Bette Midler. And I'm like, I'm not going to see her. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to go see Bette Midler. I felt like embarrassed, insulted. She even asked me, but you know, she's like, please, it's my birthday. I want to do one thing. And I said, okay. Being, you know, she does everything I wanted to do for all the shows and everything. We'll go. And I'll tell you, I was blown away. I couldn't believe I liked it. I was in there. I was mad till the minute she came on, and when she came on, I just was blown away. The lady's got more energy than anybody, from one end of the stage to the other, just crazy. And now she wrote me into doing a meet and greet with her too, so, which I'm gonna do. And actually, I don't mind doing it because, you know, she's got some really good songs, and I have to admit I did like it. But again, she's from the old school of music, and you know, because she's a little older, and you know, she's from that old school stuff, which I really enjoy. That's rough. The new stuff, I don't know if it has soul. I think it's just so commercialized with everything they do. The old stuff, like I said, you go listen to it, and you know, you can understand and feel it, and you can hear the words and like they mean something. Now it just seems like the words are just thrown out there just to make money and just be, you know, it's almost for like they want to play music for like one age group instead of going for, you know, everybody to love the music. Yeah, I have a hard time with today's music. I listen to it, don't get me wrong, but you know, if you give me a choice of the older stuff or the newer stuff, it'll always be the older stuff.
Hey guys, Tom Pagano. Hope everybody's doing well. I have a new video I want to show you, and I'm dropping it today. It's called Out with the Old, and it all started with the development in my neighborhood. They're doing all kinds of construction in my neighborhood, tearing down old houses and putting new houses in. So I figured I would videotape one of the houses being destroyed, because it'd be kind of cool footage to have. So when I was looking back at the footage, just an idea came to my mind. You know, this whole area is going to be new, and the whole vibe is going to be different, and hopefully better. But so I decided to write a song and use this destruction of this house as a metaphor for the world today. Maybe it's time for a change, time to go out with the old, bring in the new ideas. You know, it could relate to politics, it could relate to race relations, it could relate to society today, it could relate to anything. And maybe bring in the old, get rid of the old train of thought and bring in a new thought, how we can make everything and everybody a little bit happier and a better place for everyone to live. But I'm not going to get too deep, so this is my song I wrote, Out with the Old. It's a metaphor for life. I hope you enjoy it. Rock on. All right. Well, I hope you enjoyed, these two packages that we just put on. The interview with Dean. He's a great guy. I hope he's doing well. I haven't seen him in a while because I've been down in Georgia for a while. But yeah, he's one of the biggest fans I've seen, and I'm sure everybody knows a fan that's just as crazy about music, about the hair bands as he is. Maybe it's you. But I hope you enjoy that. In the second clip, it was, maybe some of you have seen it on my Facebook page. It was a new song I wrote called Out with the Old. But I wanted to get it on here for the people that didn't see it. I hope you enjoy that song. I'll be writing some more songs and putting some stuff up. And we'll be going some more with some really good shows here in Alto Pictures Presents. We're going forward. We're rocking on. So guys, please subscribe wherever that sign is. Subscribe. Join us. Have fun, pass the word around, hit the bell, do the routine. Support music, support the arts, support me, support Alto Pictures Presents. Till the next time, it's Tom Pagano. Rock on, buddies, ladies, everybody, rock on.